And we're back here at the Cocodona 250 presented by Air Viper Running. This is the Mountain Outpost live stream. I'm Chris Warden, Eric Senseman, and we're going to introduce our next guest and get our cameras back out in the field right here. I apologize. You're not going to recognize him because he went and changed clothes after a 250-mile race.
Yeah, I had to get ready to work as a teacher, so I didn't want to wear my sweaty clothes to work today in my orange long shorts.
Of course, this is OSLG or OLSG. I apologize. Got to get your acronyms right, otherwise you're in trouble. OLSG. Cody Mckesson, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, Cody, you're OLSG. That is Orange Long Short Guy.
Yes, sir.
I guess we can start by asking, what are the shorts that you were wearing out there?
So those shorts, I remember vividly getting these shorts. I was in junior high, and
wait, okay, like that right there.
You're wearing the same shorts you wore.
Okay, I can look right now, but I'm going to ask you, how old are you, Cody?
guess
I would say about 26.
25.
Okay, so you're 25, and you're wearing shorts for this 250 miler that he opens up by saying he got in middle school.
Yeah.
How old are you in middle school? So you were like 12?
Yeah.
So those shorts are basically as old as our producers, is what you're saying. Right?
So why'd you wear them for Cocodona?
I've worn those shorts for running and racing and everything since I got them, and I just really liked them. So they work for me. I like the simplicity of the pockets. Running shorts, they like to overcomplicate their pockets and stuff, and like I just have two pockets with depths in them. I like the style. They have like ventilation holes on them. I like the flowy feeling of them, and I believe that sometimes in ultra running you need to think. Sometimes with some things that last so long, it's more how does it make you feel emotionally. There's an emotional connection to the shorts that lightens up my spirit when I wear them.
Yeah. So they're durable shorts.
I guess so.
I mean, like, are they in disrepair? Have you had to sew them or?
I did get a little sad the other day because I was looking at the shorts and I saw like the inseam. There's a little hole in there, but I'll be able to repair those pretty easily. So.
Well, they lasted 250 miles for you. 250 excellently run miles. So you're doing something right with that outfit.
Yeah, I wore. Besides, I changed my socks twice. I wore the same shoes, same shorts, same underwear, same sun hoodie, hat, everything. I didn't have a crew.
Okay, so you ran crewless, and you didn't really seem like you changed your clothes very much at all.
I didn't change my clothes, not once. Besides socks, like 2 times.
So you were pretty well focused on the task at hand.
Yeah. One of my biggest downfalls was I needed to change my socks more, but.
So how long did it take you?
82 hours and some change, I believe.
It's a great time.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it, I guess.
So, Chris, what was going on in the comments? Because I assume this is where OLSG came from.
So I guess what we've learned is that when you live stream a race for 120 or so hours is that you find yourself grabbing onto little moments along the way. And I think that it just simply was that OLSG, Cody's shorts just kind of captured everybody's eyes there for a little bit because they were bright and vibrant. I can't remember which aid station it was. I think it might have been Wamatochik, perhaps, or like maybe night 1. But yeah, it was fairly early on in the race when somebody pointed out that, wow, that dude's shorts are really bright. And again, when you're talking about a race for basically 5 days, not every bit of what you cover is going to be, this scintillating data dive. As we're talking about, the nuances of fueling with Mike McKnight, and we did a lot of that with a lot of the runners. But with Cody, we just happened to notice that his outfit was banging.
So, Cody, when did it occur to you that you were famous in the chat here for the live feed?
I don't quite remember. I remember taking my phone off of airplane mode at one of the aid stations. I think it was during the second day. maybe around Iron King or something, because I was having some problems there. So I was texting my friends, and I saw that I was known as Orange Long Shorts guy.
And
there's like a whole lore behind some of this now. Like I could be second cousin to Orange Hat guy.
Welcome to the Cocodona culture. There's something about it where we just happen to start talking and things just kind of spiral and explode from that. Cody, you have, I'm just, doing the proper thing and researching via Ultra Sign Up as we're live on the air.
Obviously.
But I had done a little bit of homework before. But you have done a couple of backyard style races. Is that something that appeals to you as a hobby?
So backyard ultra is something that I'm really passionate about because, I've actually have never had a crew, and you just run a loop and you set up your aid station, and it's pretty easy to crew yourself. So I definitely want to get myself qualified for Big's backyard. I've actually been dreaming up. I do it in Babbitt's, the backyard there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard course for a backyard.
First of all, the first year I did it, there's Category 1 hurricane winds. It was 70 mile, 80 mile per hour gusts. That was insane. I would love to assemble like a super team of like Flagstaff, Arizona runners, all just go to Babbitt's backyard. It's only $80 to get into it, and just see if we can get like, it's a silver ticket or a bronze ticket race. So like if we could get people qualified at an at-large mileage, just like all these people just running 300 miles, that'd be fun. Just out of this local race, it'd be cool. That's my dream.
You also had a very respectable San Diego 100 last year where you finished in the top 10.
That was my first 100 miler, like point to point 100 miler. That was fun.
Gorgeous trails, but pretty rugged.
Yeah.
I think more impressive than that, Chris, based on what I'm seeing on your laptop. I don't have one, again, to revisit that. Nobody told me to bring a laptop. And it is the April Fool's. Sedona April Fool's 50K, which he won. I was not supposed to be here yesterday. That is not
That was
true.
a whole nother discussion. Yeah, looks like there was a pretty stout field there.
Yeah, so Cody,
Wait a minute,
I've
he
run-
beat you there.
Oh, did I run that race?
I don't
that's
know.
great.
So that was pre-retirement.
True. I think I ran it with Ian Torrance. If that's
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we finish together?
So you beat Eric Senseman. Let's talk about that actually for a while here. So tell us about beating Eric Senseman at the April Fool's Tour de Sedona. I'm really
Well, there's also I don't know if many people have heard of him. It's like Jimmy Walmsley, something like that. He's done the race, but
So you've won the same race as Jimmy, is what you're saying?
Yeah, good old
Yeah.
Jimmy.
oh, be careful! You're poking the bear there.
I'm just joking. I'm just an ordinary boy, so I just wanted to pretend I was someone cool for a second.
No, I think that we've discovered that you are pretty cool. Cool people. Uncool people don't live in Sedona. I mean, and that's one of the things. Do you train in that Sedona area, or do you actually come up to Flag and do a lot of your running?
I love training in Flagstaff when I can, especially like if I get up here on a weekend. But most of my training's in Sedona. Just go out from my home and then go out on the trails and run back. That's usually what I do.
Any urge to just head home when you were so close? How close did the trail get to your home?
Once the trail goes from Jordan to Jim Thompson, there's about a half mile away from where I live.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I knew like going into Sedona, I was like, this could either lift my spirits or completely destroy me. Like where I'm just gonna walk home, be done.
Because is that at what mile marker was that
It's like 160.
160.
this year?
Yeah.
Oh, that far in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what were your high points and low points in this race?
Yeah.
Had you been familiar with perhaps the first 37 miles of the race, or?
No, actually, I've never done that section. I've done all the sections from Dead Horse to the finish, but anything before that, I didn't. Highs and lows for sure was. I had a gut issue at the first 37 miles, but that went away, and it never came back. So my nutrition was on point the entire time. then leaving Whiskey
Row.
leaving Whiskey Row, for whatever reason, just running on that road, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, my left knee kind of gave out. Couldn't bend it, like no mobility in it all. If I bent it, like, it would make me get a lot of pain. I don't know what happened there. So that made that section so hard, going through the dells, having to climb on these rocks. I remember sleeping on a bench and the dells. It was super cold because the wind with the water made it really cold. So I had to take out my emergency space blanket and lay on that bench for a little bit. And that was miserable.
Oh, wow.
But then I finally got to the Iron King aid station, and it wasn't a sleeping station, but there was an aid station volunteer. I think her name was Jill. She was super nice. She had an extra cot she could give me in a sleeping bag, so I was able to sleep it off. And that's where I started texting my friends, saying, like, I'm DNFing. I told them I can't do this. I can't bend my knee. For the last 15 miles, I've been running like I'm in the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like
That's a great reference.
Because I looked like I was galloping because I couldn't bend my knee. I could have used my trekking poles as like the horse instead of coconuts.
Silly walks.
Yeah. And so I took a 90-minute nap, and I got up and I told the aid station person, I was like, I'm just gonna go run 1 mile and come, and then there's like a 98% chance you're gonna see me in 20 minutes. I'm gonna DNF. And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you my phone number just in case you need my help. And so I got out and went running, and I still couldn't bend my knee, but I kept going. 1 mile in turned into 3 miles, kept going, and I was like passing people, and I still couldn't really bend my knee for a while, but I was able to like keep skipping along. And then eventually it went away. It never fully went away, but I rallied big time. And
How is it feeling now after the race?
It feels like I ran 250 miles, but it doesn't feel like anything I should be really worried about.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That's great.
yeah.
That's great.
Like I think it could have even been a blessing, because I mean, the only problems I had with my body and pain was my feet got some like nasty trench foot action going on, which made like the bottoms of my feet pretty sore, but I didn't have any like blisters to worry about. And then my knees hurt, but like I have not a single muscle in my body is sore. Like my quads, my calves, my hamstrings, nothing is sore. So
What was your favorite part of the course and your least favorite part?
I think getting up Mckesson Mountain was fun because I could see Sedona, and like I'm looking forward to getting to the Deer Pass aid station to see my friends, because it's run by the Sedona Trail Running group that I'm like to go on some runs with. And
Is that their formal name, or what?
yeah,
is the name of
Sedona Trail Runners. They do Tuesday morning runs. I like to go on there when I'm not teaching. So that was nice to get that. So that was my favorite part. Also, going the end, Mount Eldon, to the finish line. That was super
Was cool.
fun.
Yeah. Were you able to do that, let's see, during the daylight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually thought it was like darker because of the smoke. When I finished,
Yeah.
I had no idea it was like 3 o'clock when I finished. I thought it was like 6 or 7. 'Cause
Yeah.
It looked so dark.
It got very smoky from
Yeah.
those prescribed burns. What about least favorite?
Yeah, least favorite.
We got someone coming in here, Chris?
We got eyes. Looks like
We're having a hard
that is
time.
an Eldon Crest bib. But I will say, just in advance, a heads up that in about 10 minutes we are going to put our follow filmers to the ultimate test, because I believe that I see 9 Cocodona finishers within about a mile of each other from start to finish.
You said 9, Chris?
9.
Say a
Yeah.
prayer.
So Shad and the crew out there, Sky Point. But Cody, you also, with this being your first 250 miler, what did you learn out there, perhaps, that you were excited to find out?
So, being a solo runner, I definitely learned a lot. I needed to have more change of socks, because like my feet would just get wet, whether it was from crossing a river or just from sweat not getting evaporated off my feet, and that caused really bad trench feet that made me like if any trail had a rock, and even a little bit technical, it just really slowed me down. So I learned to bring more socks and wipe your feet clean for sure.
Interesting that he says that, because Mike McKnight was just on saying that very thing.
Yeah.
The importance of fully cleaning your feet between sock changes.
Yeah, and get them dry for sure.
Yeah, folks, if you're out there and you're wondering what it takes to finish a 250-mile race, one thing that if you're hearing it from Cody Mckesson and Mike McKnight, who both had excellent races this year at Cocodona, that foot care is of the utmost importance to doing well at this or probably any 200-mile distance.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, how did you approach sleep in this race?
Yeah, so my sleep plan was actually very similar to McKnight's. Your body gives you all the answers. You're just too stubborn to listen to it. You sleep when your body's telling you need to sleep, and you don't go in thinking I'm gonna sleep at 37 hours and 26 seconds in this race. I'm gonna sleep for this amount of time. That's not how I think it works. But so when I got tired and I felt like I could fall asleep, I would do that. Especially if it was at an aid station that had cots and stuff, because I couldn't ever just go into my crew van and sleep.
Sure. Take any dirt naps out there?
I took one around Munns Park. There was like a 13-mile section to the next aid station, and I was pretty tired. I went to bed on some pine needles. That actually felt really good.
It'd be kind of a nice
see
little
that.
dirt
Those
nap
pine
there.
needles are they're cushiony actually. And then I woke up from that and ran to the next aid station. But I slept probably more than most runners. Like, I slept a lot. I think I took 3 hour-and-a-half naps and 1 3-hour nap. So I probably slept, 6-7 hours almost.
We're going to find out who this runner is here. They're making their way down Beaver Street through the streets of Flagstaff. Sally O asking, Cody, what do you teach and to what grade?
I teach K-12, so every single grade, music in Sedona, Arizona. So at the elementary level, K through 5, I teach general music and teach them how to play the violin as well. And then 6 through 12 at the high school, I lead the orchestras. So I teach them the violin, viola, cello, bass, the string instruments. We actually had our last concert of the year last Wednesday, so that was a nice little send-off for me before Cocodona. It was really successful. A huge group of seniors. I graduated, and I after we had that concert, the last piece, I was like, that is really beautiful. I'm going to be thinking about this all the time when I'm spending all these hours alone. I won't truly be alone. I'll be thinking about my students all the time during this race, and I really did. Yeah, I listened to classical music while running, and I was listening some of the pieces we played for our concert, and I could just imagine myself on stage leading them while I'm running, and it really clears my mind. So
your playlist is not quite the same as Mike McKnight's.
Yeah, we have quite the opposite play, and it was interesting. We had the complete opposite game plan. His was music at night and podcasts and stuff during the day. For me, it's total opposite. At night, I need to relax, and so I'm listening to audiobooks that make me comfortable. And during the day, I'm like, okay, let's get some music going, and yeah.
That is, according to the chat, thank you very much. We do crowdsource information from time to time, all the time. And that is Scott Flatlip, one of our Native American runners here at this race. So Scott looking like he's just about done with the Cocodona 250. Describe your feeling, Cody, when you'd gotten this far and you're only 3.5 blocks from the finish.
For me, I was feeling it. I was running really fast. Through Buffalo Park, I was running 6-minute 30 miles.
Jeez,
There was this guy videotaping me, and he had to get the other guy to join him because he couldn't keep up with me. He's like, we need to switch spots. I was really feeling it. So I was in the zone. I was just focused on the finish line and like nothing else. And some of my friends like Julius, who's a Flagstaff local, I'm good friends with him. He ran with me the last few city blocks. That was fun. So
we'll continue here with Cody in just a moment. As we mentioned, this is Scott Flatlip, just about a block and a half from the finish here. Has made the turn from Beaver Street to Birch. We'll be crossing LaRue Street here momentarily. Going to run past a couple of buildings and down Cocodona Alley.
You know, one thing that's so tough, maybe about any 200, just the gear requirements, you know, because you're out there so long. But especially in Arizona, it just gets so cool during the nights, you know, downright cold, but then can be so warm during the day. That's an added challenge logistically in terms of having the right gear at the right time. I mean, as you can see, fully clothed, you know, multiple layers here as it's sun's gone down. It's starting to get cold. Ed's got a bell now. Where'd he get the bell?
He's always got some
I'm
kind
telling
of
you,
noise
he's getting
making with
paid,
him.
man.
Scott Flatlip with his Cocodona 250 finish.
Looks like there's still a good crowd out there, too.
Yep. That was our flag runner. We'll get better identification on him. I saw him actually out at Fort Tuttle, if I remember correctly, this morning. Actually just leaving the aid station. We'll kind of wrap things up. I don't know if did you have any other questions for Cody? Because I only have one more.
Ask yours.
Okay.
Chris.
Are you happy with how your Cocodona race went?
I know I can do much, much, much better. My feet really limited me a lot, and my knees limited me a lot. So I think if I focus on foot care and then put some more hours in the weight room, I could significantly cut down my time. So I'm not sure if I'll be back next year, but I would love to really put my money where my mouth is there and really try to cut down my time from like 82, to like 72 around there or less, So I'm satisfied because I gave everything I could for this 2024 Cocodona. In that regards, I'm very satisfied, but I think I could do more. Yeah.
I think you're thinking what I'm thinking, Chris.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bow out on that one and let you ask it.
If he does it again, is he going to wear the shorts? Is that what you're going to...
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. When I did San Diego and 100, the same thing happened. They're like, here comes orange shorts.
See, we're not alone.
crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's crazy.
You have to basically wear these shorts until they're no longer viable, and then you have to buy something extremely similar at this point.
Yeah. I remember I told you guys I saw like a little hole in them, and I found that actually, now I think about it, after San Diego 100, and I remember when I was driving home after that, I was looking on eBay for the same shorts because I bought these in junior high. I was like, I looked up the serial number of them. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I found someone selling a pair on eBay that.
That's
Yeah.
cereal with an S, not a C.
Oh, Cody, that's great.
So
Well,
you found them on eBay. Were they cheap, or were they marked way up because they're vintage at this point, or like?
No, they were only like $40 or something. I don't know, maybe $30-$40. I can't remember.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, I do have another question. What's the brand?
Nike.
They're Nikes?
Yeah,
But they're discontinued.
probably. I couldn't find them anywhere.
All right, we got to find someone at Nike.
Who knows? They might actually still be being made, but they're just in the kids section. He's not shopping there anymore.
Cody like that.
Cody Mckesson, thanks for joining us here. Thanks for
Yeah.
being a good sport about it. Congratulations on a very stout first 250-mile race, and looks like your Beyond 100 career is underway.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Chris. And it's nice to meet you, Eric. I'm a big fan. I got my rabbit flannel on. You
I
know,
was gonna compliment you. On the
I wear it most Fridays because it's not officially Flannel Friday at the school, but I try to get the kids to join me on Flannel Fridays at the school. So.
That's great. Yeah, good to have you, and congrats on the finish. That's really awesome.
Thank you.